We pull up, new whip, skirt, skirt, gang. New chick, new watch in my bag. I feel so fly in my bag. Left side, swag. Right side, swag. Pull up, new whip, skirt, skirt, gang. New chick, new watch in my bag. I feel so fly in my bag. Left side, swag. Right side, swag. Hey, I think this girl on the molly. After that, oh, she a party girl. I think this girl up for Molly. Look how you shaking your body, girl. Damn, I'm too drunk to be tripping. Girl, I'm on plenty of liquor. Girl, I bought all of my niggas.
What's up, class? My name is Awali Gadala, and here we have Mr. Jean-Paul, one of the workers here at Fishtown Real Estate.
That's correct.
Are you a worker, CEO?
I actually, part owner.
Part owner, so there you have it. So we're just here today to ask you a few questions about the gentrification happening within Fishtown.
Sure.
Obviously, Fishtown is one of those parts of the city that has a lot of, foreigners, people coming in and out. So as a real estate agent, you obviously see this firsthand.
Correct.
So we just want to know, from your point of view, how you see things are happening, who's coming in, who's coming out, that kind of thing.
That is extreme. It's hard to put into perspective. So, you're absolutely correct. There is gentrification happening in Fishtown. If you were to compare it to other trends throughout the rest of the country, you would probably see more minority groups being displaced from their neighborhoods, where Fishtown, I think, is a unique situation where you have, those of a lower socioeconomic class as well as being Caucasian that are being displaced. What you see here is you have a lot of New Yorkers. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, as someone who rents, owns, that's out there. It's a lot of New Yorkers that are moving into the area. But I would also say it's a mixed bag of people. It's not just a monolithic sort of cultural type. I mean, you have white people moving in, you have Asian people of Asian descent, people of African American descent, Latinos, a lot of young people moving in who are all of a pretty higher, educational strata, and seem to be of semi-professional sort of coming. So the neighborhood in that sense is changing because this was a traditionally working class manufacturing neighborhood.
Very interesting. So if I might ask, how many years have you been here with the company?
I've lived and worked here for 3 years. I'm from Brooklyn originally, but I think given the business that I have and the style of business that we also have, that we have a different kind of perspective. We also have a property management company here that caters to a lot of the older residents. So I have a unique perspective as to some of the older residents, plus a lot of my newer clients or new people such as myself. So I have an interesting situation where I get to kind of straddle both kind of spheres and kind of have a unique look into both.
That's great. So you yourself are from New York.
Correct.
So,
and I do and I invest in the area as well. So
that's pretty cool.
You can say that I might be a part of the
gentrification.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I thought that you were probably here for about 6-7 years. So maybe you would see, because usually gentrification doesn't happen overnight. It's
over
a
here
thing
it has.
it does.
It's hyper. You can say it's hyper. It's listen. I grew up in a neighborhood called maybe you guys know it's called Williamsburg. It's in Brooklyn. It's probably one of the first neighborhoods where gentrification can be really looked at. And its effects on kind of like a city. I would say that something that took 20 years in New York to happen has happened in the last 5 years here.
That's crazy. So that's like gentrification firsthand. You see it every day happening. People coming in.
I lived it, and I'm looking at it. What is happening here? It's happening I can vividly remember how things happened, how they progressed, and I'm watching the same things happen here, but just on a much faster scale.
So how do you think the next 5 to 10 years will be for Fishtown?
It's going to be unrecognizable.
It's going to be a whole different town. Wow. You guys heard it first. I'm Ali Gadala, Mr. Jean-Paul. Thank you for this interview.
Absolutely. Cool.
And what's up, guys? We're back at another business in Fishtown. We're with Mr. Henry. Are you owner, part
Yes,
owner?
owner.
Owner of Don's Auto and Truck, which is like a nice staple, autos service here in Fishtown. And we just wanted to interview you today about the gentrification happening within Fishtown. Demographics changing. Have you been here for a while?
I've been here since 1978.
So you must have seen changes.
I've seen the
happening
big
in
changes,
Fishtown.
yeah.
So just let us know the changes that you've seen.
Well, I mean, the changes are good. Some of the changes are good. Some of them aren't. I mean, a lot of the people moving in the neighborhood are younger, between 20 and 30 years old, somewhere in that range. You know, they're all good customers. I mean, I have no problem with anybody.
Have you seen any demographical changes? Any more of a certain this race other than this race?
No, absolutely not.
Just a mixture of everything.
It's a mixture of everybody, any color, any race. I mean,
It's kind of almost the same answer we got from our last business that he said that, like, gentrification in other places happens over time, within years, but in Fishtown, he said it's happening like overnight.
yeah.
Because people are just moving in, young people are moving in, it's changing the businesses. Have you seen a lot of new businesses spring up from, like, the more people
A lot
coming in?
of smaller businesses in Fishtown, yes. I mean, there's
Coffee
like
shops.
coffee shops and small breweries and this and that.
Has any of the gentrification affected your business, either positively or negatively?
Negatively a little bit with parking arrangements.
Parking,
Because
yeah.
parking is the biggest thing in Fishtown. You know, there is none. You know.
But positively, have you been getting more customers due to having more people come
We've been doing a good business with the new customers,
business?
yes.
Young people can't drive?
A lot of the young people ride bicycles. I mean, you know.
Well, you guys fix bicycles too.
But we don't. I mean, on occasions we have to, you know. But
That's perfect, that's perfect.
they do leave their cars and take bicycles to work or whatever they go.
Yeah, man. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with all the customers come through the door.
Perfect, perfect. That's all we need for today. Mr. Henry, thank you.
Thank you. You get dirty now.
It's cool.
Got him feeling some way. Cause they see I still in the place, total way. I gotta get myself together, it's a date. I spent 2,000 on a sweater. I think about the side, the store look better on my waist. I think my thing look better on her face. His got addicted, all she did was take a taste. Now you get mad because you got replaced. The brown boy and the star boy on the track.
Hello,
Haters
Batman.
gonna say that
This is
you do.
Michelle, owner of this antique. Are you actually going here? Oh, we're here at this antique store in beautiful Fishtown. We just came just to ask you a few questions about gentrification. We've been interviewing a lot of the businesses around the area, like who's coming in, who's coming out, how the demographics are looking like. So, how long have you been here?
I've been here only a short time, about a month.
A month and a half. Okay, but can you still give us some insights on you personally live in Fishtown?
I live in East End.
Okay, well,
So close enough.
can you give us just some insights on what you see, like how your customers are, insights of this community?
So I would say we definitely see a different demographic coming in as the neighborhood kind of changes. You see a lot more people from the suburbs coming in. Certainly a lot more people are coming in to kind of like spend the day in Fishtown, if you will, coming in kind of walking up and down Frankfurt, checking out the restaurants, checking out all the small businesses that have been opening up as of late. We're seeing that more than we're seeing kind of local people coming in and doing shopping.
Has the diverse community impacted this business in any way, positively, negatively?
I mean, I would say that the neighborhood changing has resulted in us doing more business.
I get those goosebumps every time.
Thank you.
I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna press my. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my line, yeah. I wanna take that ride, yeah. I'm gonna press my line. I wanna green like I wanna be like I wanna press my. Mama dear, spare your feelings. I'm reliving moments, feeling more residual. I can buy the building, burn the building, take you rebuild the building, just some more. I can justify my love for you and touch the sky, forgot to stop debating war.